Yo, what up, YouTube? Now, you know I'm not one for the popular topics thing, but I'm kind of saving all of my bigger bits so that way I can start doing like piece by piece by piece and then have like an upload streak. So you'll notice that it's just been shorts while the main channel's been a little dry. That is because I honestly don't feel like sitting up here explaining things to you that you probably already know. Why do we need the CFPB? You probably already know that. I want to come at things from a different angle. I've always had a different take on humanity, and I want to keep it that way. But something came across my dash earlier today, and it's really bothering me because I feel like a lot more people are going to do this, and we need to re-examine where our place is in this big online world. So please follow me by hitting the like button, the subscribe, the bell to stay notified, as many YouTubers will tell you to do. And let's jump into it. Let's start with the beginning. Now, for those of you who are fans of the show, as soon as it loads, you know I usually don't use this panel. I usually don't use this panel unless it goes deep. Not only did she follow this up with, as my chat just said, not super far into the VOD, she pulls up scenes from Gladiator and says that they should be putting it in arenas to fight for entertainment. There are two sides, not to her. We're gonna condemn everything that happens after this statement. All right, just quickly. There are two sides to how anybody's going to approach this. I'm going to not talk about the two sides. I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna go on the side of, weren't you like a quote unquote sort of like leader for the bullshit that was happening with you and your husband, where he was forcing you to wear clothes and shit on stream, no clothes, and then like we all were donating and fighting for you to get your freedom because you said you were being abused? My problem is not in the statement's obviousness of how wrong it is, because I feel like everybody knows it's wrong. I gotta figure out why you're doing it. Now, grifting, money, being a dick, being generally unwell, whatever, blah, 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 I'm sure. I'm not gonna play the you have an OnlyFans opinion discarded card here. Sex work is real work. I'm gonna go after you, the person, now. Amouranth, explain to me why you are sitting there in some loose-ass varsity jacket, looking like you've been crying for 30 hours straight, saying that people who advocate for, not even lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender people themselves, the people who advocate for them, that they should be burned in fires. My wiener! I see you're on Kick. I see you're watching Asmongold. This time, I'm not even gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I've given every streamer who's ever gone down this path the benefit of the doubt, because I assume that people in their like most vulnerable states do not do these things. I'm looking directly at the camera because I want you, Amouranth, to hear this. You're a piece of shit. Now, this doesn't stand to consider you a piece of shit for anything else you've ever done. Just this makes you a piece of shit all the way through your life. Now, you got the money, you got the fame, you be popping pussy. I can't touch you. Okay, you're still a piece of shit. Like an actual human garbage scum. And why? Because not only are you picking on vulnerable people that you've aligned yourself with by being a sex worker, ironically, but you yourself are falling into this grift for what? For what? What does it perceive you to even, because I'm gonna immediately bring up what if you had kids, but I'm not gonna get into that personal life. You got your tubes tied though? Cause you talking mad reckless. You talking reckless. This is not what we gonna stand for. Well, I'm not gonna debate you on the fucking merits of attaching yourself to Asmongold for views. Fuck that, you're already one of the top voices. Like, people literally like rub one off to you. And you think you need this much clout? Okay, put yourself in this corner. I'm letting you know right now, they will put you on the wall first as well. Like, you're not escaping this because you're white. You will face the wall too. So we say, keep politics out of certain streams. Everything doesn't have to be political. The greater point. Remember when I said two sides? I wasn't going to discuss one. I picked one. This is the other one. What say you now, people who say nothing is political? Everything isn't political. everything is politics. You were taught that it was a subsect of everything else. But oh, wait till you realize that your parents hate Muslims, but don't understand that the numerical system is Arabic. Like, wait a second now. The layers of intersectionality mean that everything you've ever been taught was from a political standpoint. The science you learned, the math you learned, the books you read. You can't escape it. In your game, someone will call you a slur. Is that political? There's just words, man. I could just block them. Okay, then why don't we just make people say that out loud? Well, how do you block them then? I just wouldn't hang out with them. Guess what? You live in a society full of them. Now what will you do? People like you, Amouranth, embolden those people. And you will never ever take the criticism that you deserve from it, because no one has the ability to knock you off that fucking high horse. You will always have this fucking high horse that you live on. Cool. I'm starting to realize niggas with power just don't hear criticism. All they hear is, my haters hate while my lovers bring me money. Suck a dick. Now I'm mad. Because now the cliff to fighting for any type of voice in this online space for progressives has to get smoldered and buried down underneath the embers of the bridges that y'all burn with real living people who pay your bills. If there was a mod team that was responsible, we'd kick your shit off for a couple weeks and disable your, we'll kick you off and we'll get your fucking, we'll dock your pay for a couple weeks. Nope, can't touch you. So since we can't touch you, I'm gonna say this now. Pick these two people and abandon them. There are 30,000 to 40,000 viewers on Asmongold's stream every day. Abandon him. Do not send money to Amouranth. You wanna cancel niggas? This is your cancel point. But a lot of y'all who watch these people are fucking goon pussies. Bitches that'll never say real shit in real life. So now I'm just asserted that any nigga that come across and even deal with these people ain't for the real streets. Ain't for the real life. You will sit there in your little protected domicile until somebody decides, yo, I see you in the street, I'm popping on you. And then all of a sudden, I'm being attacked for my views. You are not a fucking child! You are not a child. I am so done with the childish antics of everyone on this goddamn platform. Anyone who has even a modicum of motion on streams acts like their whole brain got delifted down and all of a sudden they're 13 again. Wake the fuck up. Game's fucking over. You cannot make money in the same space as me while being able to go on tirades like this, then just like 2 months later, oh, I'm sorry for my remarks. Now I feel like I pop on you now. Now we gotta expose your skeletons in your closet because for some reason, nothing else you say, even in the most Yo, like, how long until you start Heil Hitlering? It's a joke, guys. Ethan Klein's already doing it, so someone way bigger than you is already doing it. So you could, I guess, just jump on that train, right? Yeah, the wrong people died in the fire. If any one of them was bisexual, I guess the right people died in the fire, right? Now she's just talking about the trans activists. Cool. Good segue. Good goalpost move. I got you on that too. Follow along. She responded. I guess I'm not allowed to question the behavior of activists. Listen to me here. The quote on activists, for anybody watching, the quote on activists means non-heterosexual people. I don't give a fuck about who's on the screen right now. Everybody who is everyone is not like one person you see randomly in one video for 12 seconds. Shut the fuck up. You have trans friends. You have people in your life that are questioning their sexuality. And the way y'all act is making them put a gun to their head. They can't tell you about it. They can't feel with you. They end up isolated, alone, then watch you participate in that hate and say, fuck it. Then you use that as a statistic to say people shouldn't be trans because it's clearly a mental disorder that's making them kill themselves. No, you are! But you'll never pull the trigger. So does that make you as bad as the CEO of United Healthcare? Probably not. But I'm damn sure getting close to starting to think of y'all as the United Healthcare CEO. And while I would never advocate for violence against you, I will advocate for you gotta get something taken away from you. If it were me, I'd click your name off. I would buy out your name. You are owned by a company. probably don't have the right branding. Kick's got millions of dollars. Buy her name out, buy the trademark of it, and make revenue splits. And say that she has to pay a fee all the way up until, or even better. Because remember, I haven't read the rest of this tweet yet. This is happening in real time. Remember that this person and people like her are allowed to do this. While if a nigga like me were to ever even come across this pathway, intersectionality would stop me before I got a word out. You all, Pokimane, Valkyrie, Hassan, Kai Cenat, Drewski, every RDC, I could keep going. All you gotta do is be different, be original, be something creative, and everybody will flock to you, and everyone will No. You're all liars, at least in that regard. At least Hassan Piker has the humbleness. I got lucky. I was born into a moderately wealthy family, moved here, got lucky, people liked my face, I look cute, and it just spiraled and snowballed into me. Cool! And that nigga gets attacked relentlessly for nothing. He went to a brothel when you... Grow up. You're not an adult. You're not an adult. Shut the fuck up. If your actual age in the real world is less than 25, shut the fuck up. We used to jump your type in the hood to get stress off us. Y'all need to start getting jumped again. You need to start fearing for your lives again. Because reckless shit like this, I remember back in, I hate to say back in the day, as if it wasn't 14, 15 years ago. Oh, she said something about me on Facebook. Nah, you was running your mouth in public. Nah, you was running your mouth on social media. What's up now? You had something to say on Twitter, right? We don't even do that no more. Because half these niggas is bots. So half the supporters that you probably got are probably the same dude on 50 different accounts trying to sleep with you. But me making that assumption about you makes me a piece of shit. I won't do that to you. Even though you're doing it. And whether you realize it or not, I may not be a voice that can speak for everybody, but it's on site for you. You do realize that, right? It's on site. Don't invite her. Don't invite her to no events. Don't invite none of these niggas to events. Asmongold left OTK. I want him off the internet for at least like a month. I don't care. Fines are just excuses for rich people to do shit, right? Okay, let's find them. Let's create a creator pool fund and fine these people for their mistakes, then give that money to other streamers who have been working their ass off. If we can afford to fund their bandwidth, we can afford to do more for the people who create content who have a following. But we don't want to think about any type of helping anyone anywhere. We want to specifically focus on dumb bitches like this. Now you might say, I'm 15 minutes in, 16 minutes in. Well, you're also focusing on her. You could imagine my fucking hatred at how hypocritical I have to be. But if I don't say anything, the people who don't know me say, he never said anything. The people who do know me say, he doesn't have to. But I'm small. I'm punching upwards. When I get big, I'm gonna keep punching upwards. You all gonna fix yourselves. You're all a bunch of little children running around with a whole bunch of money and power that nobody said that you deserve, but somehow you got it, and all of a sudden that makes you entitled to just hate swarms of people. Meanwhile, I've got the sex pestiny nigga doing diddly, actually, still streaming, still claiming you guys are fucking stupid for believing it. You guys are fucking stupid for not taking my side. Dr. Disrespect said he had inappropriate messages with a minor, came back and said that everybody who doubted him and everybody who betrayed him is a piece of shit, and he'd be glad to patch it up with anybody who didn't. You think your moves, like, to normal people seem good? This is why normal people don't fuck with the internet, because it would destroy them. Oops, too bad. Oh, you got one. You got a normal person who goes outside. Goes and smokes and drinks at bars, and watches regular people with regular jobs do the same fucked up shit that you do, and the fucked up shit that you say, except they get G-checked at the door. We need a G-checker for y'all. I guess I'm not allowed to question the behavior of activists who threaten to incite violence against their own community without being accused of hating the group affiliation they happen to belong to. But then again, I also don't assume the actions of a specific few are indicative of the whole. But thanks for making me trend. You have the reading comprehension of a 4th-year-old. Amouranth, I want to see you read a full page from a Harry Potter book, nigga. Now I'm really on it. I think you can't read. I think you're developmentally disabled. Like, I know you got a good college degree sitting somewhere. Hold on, we're gonna do this live. Nah, it's going in the edit. Don't you cut this shit out the edit. Now we going deep with it. Nah. Let's go to where I knew I was gonna find some information. Caitlin Siragusa, born the same year as me, the same age as me. I am but a few months older than you. 3 months to be exact. You were initially a cosplayer. You've been active since 2016. Personal life. You'd been married for several years after her stream was allegedly interrupted by her husband, who could be heard verbally abusing her. Crazy how you're doing that to other people now, but I guess I'm not allowed to question it. Hide their marriage for commercial reasons, that he had control over her finances, threatened to kill her daughters. After a few days after the incidents, you stated that you were seeking legal and emotional counsel, had regained access to your finances, and that your husband was out of your life. You were diagnosed with ovarian failure. Yes. The only awards you have are the AVN Awards and the Streamer Awards. And that's all you have to your personality. This is your fucking legacy. This is your legacy. No one will remember you for being anything but a piece of shit who decided that it was her turn. It was her turn to get me trending while real people are losing their lives. Be disconnected from reality. Know that when we say the rich is coming, the rich is coming. But let's go back. You said that they were threatening to incite violence against their own community. If you make the space unsafe for trans people, i.e. allow Nazis to come in, then the trans people will fight back. Where's the inciting violence? But you're so far up your own ass that you literally have the understandable reading comprehension of somebody who never made it past letter D in elementary school. So now I know you're fucking stupid, and that puts a whole nother level into this conversation. Like, maybe you should shut the fuck up about things you don't know. But I will say at the same time, very funny that you choose to decide to pick this person to represent the struggles, then try to criticize anybody who's indicative and making it fully out. You're saying that these activists are the ones who should be burned, when every group that fought for their rights had to realize that some of us are probably gonna die for it. That's what Martin Luther King said in the Million Man March, but you probably only know him for the speech. Basic knowledge to me is like advanced calculus to you. You're a dumb bitch. There's no rationale for how long I've been spending talking about this except padding a beautiful runtime to explain how stupid you are. And I haven't even decided to take the opportunity to go down into the goddamn comments. No one defended you more than the LGBTQ plus community when you were being attacked by the right. This is disgusting. Oh wait, you're evil. Fuck you. When's the horse rescue starting again? Sounds like you've reached that phase of being a creator where you've decided that you don't really care what's popular anymore and you just say what you actually believe. Whoa! Thank you. I knew I was goated for hating you. Keep up the good grift. I don't even know who you are, but you will! Post the rest of that! You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. But you will. But ever since you took crypto promotions, saying you wanted to make a horse rescue, you and Vosh can have a wonderful time together. Getting fucked by horsecock, okay? You guys could live on the farm together. Just get the fuck out of, like, public life. Because you suck at it. And at some point, you're gonna say some wild shit like, Why is it when I express an opinion about somebody clearly doing something, everybody gets mad at me? I don't know, because not all of us have the emotional and logical intelligence of like an adult and not a fifth grader. I feel like you would have been one of the kids in the special ed class. I feel like you needed an IEP. I feel like because I can't find out exactly how, when you graduated, you could be smart at a lot of things, but I actually think you're just dumb at everything. Let me see you play Tekken. Let me see you. No, fuck it. I don't even want to test from you. Read a full. If you could read one full page from a Harry Potter book, nigga, I will take all of this back and be your biggest simp. You and people like you, like, actually will define a fake situation in your head and then spend millions of dollars to justify its existence. They hate me because I spoke the truth. No, they hate you because you gave other people the pass to hurt them. Then when they tried to defend themselves, you said, look at them, attacking them. You're doing what everybody said you were doing. But we defended you then, and now you want to go on the attack now. Oh, baby girl, what happens when the attackers become the attack? Oh boy. Oh boy. As friend of the show Gremlo says, you don't get to say these people should be burned in the wildfires and then retreat to, I guess I'm not allowed to question behavior. Either stand on what you said or own up to it. Everyone trans or not is being affected by this admin. They're in your audience. Don't aid to that harm. But you want to watch Asmongold. Baby girl, if you gonna make this space not a safe space for everybody who wants to be on the internet, then I'm gonna make it a very unsafe space. What's that? Sounds like somebody got an open case. I'll see you soon. They gon' leave my niggas alone. I would die for a trans person, cause I know they'd die for me. And we'll die together before we ever let you chain up. Don't play with my niggas, I'll two-piece you up. And pull out the Glock, and pull out the Glock. Whoa, daddy, please, don't you ever touch my trans people, cause when they go, it'll be the niggas right after that. So we gon' fight together. Oh, we gon' fight together.